Hello guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Maku.
Kobayashi.
Another episode for Bleach. Go ahead and pop it up for us, Kobayashi.
So to continue off from last episode, we're basically, the first half of the whole episode is focusing on the Kenpachi fight. So Zaraki versus Yachiru. Basically, there's only be one victor.
Yeah, I would say even more so. It'd probably be like 65%. It was a very large portion of it. And it's not so much the fight, it was also the fight and I believe it was the backstory as well.
The backstory as well. Explaining why they have to fight in the first place. Because some Bleach people are like confused, like
what's the necessity of them fighting?
Yeah, why do they have to fight to the death? But Onohana basically, she basically told us the reason why. Because she felt like she was holding Kenpachi back, or Zaraki. Basically, she said her sin was that she suppressed Zaraki's power, because they showed the backstory when Yachiru was looking for she was beating up like random gangs in the Soul Society, and then she stumbled upon like a pile of dead bodies, and on top of the pile was a little kid, and that was obviously Zaraki. And then they fought, but she was losing, and then Zaraki noticed that, oh wow, I'm even powerful against like a captain. So ever since that fight, he always suppresses his instinct, his power, everything.
Yeah, and she actually had to tell him, oh, from now on I want you to start suppressing your powers. And he like started realizing that and was like, okay, so I'll suppress it. So then that's where we're transferred to today. Yeah. And so they're fighting, and then she's explaining their way of fighting it. So essentially, Zaraki, he likes to suppress his power to enjoy the fight. Meanwhile,
Yachiru,
she likes to heal the person she's fighting, so that way the fight can continue for longer amounts of time. Which explains why every single time Kenpachi Zaraki, he was near to death, she would instantly heal him.
And that's why she learned all the healing abilities from the Squad Zero member. Because obviously she's the first Kenpachi. The first Kenpachi, they're just ruthless like beings. But then she learned how to heal so she can enjoy fighting more. So in this episode 2, we also see her Bankai. To be fair, I think her Bankai is really OP. But obviously she went against Zaraki, which, he's just a different animal. But basically, her Bankai is Minazuki, and she creates she uses her blood. Or not her blood, but she uses blood manipulation, I want to say. And then there's this one scene where the blood touched Kenpachi Zaraki, and you just see half of his face melted away. But obviously he got healed up, and then the conclusion of the fight, the winner was
Zaraki. Zaraki just completely overpowered her. He literally just darted for her and just shish kebabbed her essentially.
The funny part too is, so they're battling in the Muken, right? But there's only one person held up in the Muken. You know who the person is?
Aizen, wasn't it?
Yeah, Aizen. So yeah. I've been seeing these funny TikToks saying Aizen just chilling, watching a fight upon him. That's really funny. But yeah, the second part of the episode focuses on Ichigo and Renji, and they basically met the creator of all Zanpakutos, Uetsu, which I like him very much.
I'm gonna say this. I thought it was gonna be the most filler other half of the episode. What in the world is this? Why am I seeing a bunch of bimbos with this guy just making a song? What's going on here?
I like him. He's like, I am #1 Zanpakuto creator.
Yeah.
Uetsu.
Yeah, he was talking a lot in English actually, or maybe that's just the Japanese dialect and the way they use it. But either way, it was such a weird situation. You see Cone there, so instantly you see Cone, the type of environment. This is is this filler? What am I seeing?
Cone was really happy because he saw a bunch of baddies all over the place, and then he was like, "Hey, bro, you gotta calm down."
Yeah.
But then one of his I want to say assistants come, and she's like, "Oh, this isn't the real place. I'm gonna show you the real place." And then they were walking to the real place. It's like an edge of a cliff, and it looks like a shackle.
Yeah. So this is where it turns a full 180. So it was all bubbly as soon as they entered in the area, and then it went to a very dim, dark area, very murky in the way the people were set up. So they got inside this shack because that's what they told them where it actually is, and they ended up just falling down. It was just a bottom, or not a bottomless pit, but it was a pit essentially, right? And at the bottom there was a bunch of what looks to be people, but they're not people.
And the name of the people that they were going against were,
in this case, they're swords, but they're called Asuchi essentially. They're basically nameless Zanpakutos, and they had to overpower one or take one for their claim essentially.
So they were just down there in the pit for 3 days, just battling. And to my surprise, actually it's not a surprise in my opinion looking back at it, Renji is the only person that passed, and Ishio failed the test.
So this is where we get to see my man. He said, okay, so you're gonna have to go back to your and you can never come back, quote unquote.
Yeah, he's just saying you gotta go back to your roots and like learn, learn more about yourself, essentially.
So this is, I'm assuming, just throwing it out there, that he's gonna learn about his mom. And
that's very good. That's really the next arc. So the next episode is gonna adapt to everything but the rain arc. It's a little short mini arc, and the whole, I won't say a whole episode, but most of the episode is to be about how Ichio's mom and Ichio's dad, how they met. And yeah, and this episode too, for the next episode for Bleach, is to be a 1 hour special combining episodes 12 and 13. So this might be the season finale. I'm not sure. I would assume so because it's a 1 hour special, so it might be the season finale.
Well, there you go, guys. You guys might have a special treat next Monday, actually. Or sorry, next Tuesday. My bad. In any case, guys, this might be a little bit short of an episode, but I guarantee you, next episode is gonna be much longer. In any case, guys, if there's any anime you would like us to talk about, please let us know in the comments down below. My name is Maku.
It's Kobayashi.
And thank you.